Hi, welcome kids. This is type 9 quadratic questions of our exercise. So let's begin this exercise without wasting any time. So nature of roots, nature, good, bad, ugly. Okay. Now roots have their same mathematical nature. Either they will be real and distinct, they will be imaginary, or they will be real and equal roots. There are only three types. Okay. And that how you can decide with the discriminant d. Remember d? D was b square minus 4ac. So I'll teach you something. D equal to b square minus 4ac is discriminant, right? Whenever d is positive value or d is 0, so the nature of roots is real and distinct. D-I-S-T-I-N-C, distinct roots. Okay, two different roots. So that means the quadratic will cut at two different points, two distinct roots. You will get alpha beta. Now, the other type, if d is equal to 0, then we will say the roots are real and equal. Here, the graph is going to touch the x-axis at only one point. Okay, so both roots are equal, like 2, so x minus 2, x minus 2, both are roots. Two roots you will have, but real and equal roots. And what about d is less than 0? If d is less than 0, you have imaginary roots. You would remember in my previous thing also I have told you, right? So this is when you have, it is imaginary roots. Now what are imaginary roots? It is not touching x-axis. So you learn in your diploma program, DP program, where you will be taught about complex numbers. Complex numbers are imaginary roots. So here, even if you try to use quadratic formula, you will get d as some negative number inside the root. So this number is not real, right? This is imaginary number. We say it has imaginary roots. Okay. So nature of roots, real and distinct, or real and equal, or imaginary. For us, 99% cases, this is most important. All the questions will be targeted with this, okay? Because this will give you inequalities. In extended, you may get this, but in standard max, this one, okay? So let's do this question. Write it. So I'm going to erase it. Pause, write. We'll solve these questions. 4 or 5 questions I have given. Let's solve them. I hope you have written. So we have our quadratic here. Let's find the value of d. B square, negative 5 square minus 4 times 3. So it is 25 minus 16, 348. So it is definitely a negative number. Even I don't have to calculate that because bigger number is negative. So it's negative number. So what kind of roots? Imaginary roots. Imaginary roots. This doesn't have yeah, it is imaginary roots, I'm sure. Now, next one. Show that the following quadratic equation has real roots and find the roots. So he is telling that it's real. So definitely our d should be either equal to 0 or more than 0. Let us see. Find the value of d. D is b square, negative 6 square minus 4 times 2 times 3. So it is 36 minus 24, which is 12, right? So does this 12 is a square root number? No. So we will use quadratic formula to find the roots. So our roots will be, one of the roots will be, x will be minus b plus root of d over 2a. The other root will be x equal to minus b minus root of d over 2a. Okay, we'll just apply the quadratic formula. Instead of writing b square minus 4ac, I write d, discriminant, because we already found the discriminant. Job becomes easy. Minus of minus 6 is becomes 6 plus root 12 divided by 4. This is one of the roots. Another root is 6 minus root 12 divided by 4. You can leave the answer here, or if you want to calculate, you can calculate using the calculator. So I'll also do for you. Six plus 2.36. I am keeping at 2 decimals, and if I want to round at 2 decimals, I will write 2.37. Round it off to 2 decimals, and this is 0.64, 0.63, 0.63. Okay, so we have our roots. These are the two equal roots. How did we find? We found d and then inputted the value in quadratic formula because it is not factorizable. Why it is not factorizable? D is not a full square root number. Okay, let's do the next one. Find the value of k so that the quadratic equation has equal roots. Equal roots, d should be equal to 0. Whenever it is equal roots, your d should be equal to 0. So d for us is b square minus 4ac should be equal to 0. So b is k for us, right? K square minus 4 times 2 times 3 should be equal to 0. K square equals to 24. Therefore k will be plus minus root of 24. That's the value of k. That's it. This can be simplified. 24 is 8 times 3 or 4 times 6. So 2 root 6 we can write, right? 2 root 6. So we can write plus 2 root 6 and minus 2 root 6. These are the possible values of k. One is plus 2 root 6, 24 I just simplified, okay, easy. Now, little complicated, but it is simple. Your A is this, B is this, and C is this. Once again they say equal roots, so D should be equal to 0. I'll directly do B square minus 4AC, okay. What is B? K plus 1. These are B, right? B. This is A and this is C. B square minus 4 times A, K plus 4 and C is 1, should be equal to 0. We'll forget the value of K because eventually it's going to end up in a quadratic. Let's see. K square, expand this, K square plus 2K plus 1 minus 4K minus 16 equal to 0. 16, correct. So it is K square, 4K and 2K becomes minus 2K, and minus 16 it becomes negative 15 equal to 0. Now solve the quadratic for k, you should get the value of k. I will use a calculator. 1, negative 2 and negative 15, 5 and negative 3. K equals to 5 or negative 3. So these are possible values of k. Okay. So I hope you get this. One more type. Here we have given negative 5 is one of the roots of the quadratic, right? If roots means if you input that value negative 5 instead of x, this will eventually become 0. So I will input negative 5 instead of x here, right? So I will get the value of p. So 2 into negative 5 square, because it's a root I am inputting the value, minus p into negative 5, negative 15 equal to 0. If I solve this, will I get the value of p? Yes, we will. So it is 25 into 2, 50 plus 5p minus 15 equal to 0. So negative 35 goes there. So p equals to negative 7, right? 35 divided by p is negative 7. Now let us input this to p value here to get the value of k. Okay. Sure, no? Negative 5, so 25, 25 into 2, 50, 50 plus 5p minus 15, 35, 35 goes there, become negative 35 by 5 is negative 7. So I am rechecking my value for p before proceeding for the next question. So now input negative 7 here, it will become negative 7 x square plus x plus k equal to 0. So it becomes negative 7x square minus negative 7x plus k equal to 0. Now this quadratic, they say, has what? Equal roots. What do we do with equal roots? We will equate d to 0. So how to calculate d for this? B square. What is our b? This is b. What is our a? A and c is, this one is c. B square minus 4ac. Let's do that. So b square, look, okay, b square is negative 7 square minus 4 times negative 7 into k equals to 0. So it is 49 plus 28 k equal to 0. Did we do something wrong? Minus 7, 25 to negative 7 x square negative 7x plus k equal to 0. B square is negative 7 square minus 4 into negative 7, 28 and k. Okay. So k is negative 49 over 28. Okay, that's your value of k. Very precise value of k if k, this particular, has to have equal roots. Okay. So with this we come to the end of this session. Thank you. Keep practicing.